Welcome to a journey through automotive imagination, where ambition often clashed with reality. In this video, we explore 5 rare and fascinating cars of the 20th century that never made it to full-scale production. Each of these vehicles offered something bold, unique, or futuristic, but for various reasons. They never made it past the concept stage. Let us dive into these stories of beauty, innovation, and missed opportunity. 1980 BMW M1 E26 Cabrio, the open-air icon. That never was. The BMW M1 is already one of the rarest and most iconic cars in BMW's history. But few know that a convertible version, known as the M1 Cabrio, actually existed. Overview and features. Custom-built cabriolet based on the M1 E26 platform. Retained the 3.5-liter inline-6 engine, producing 273 horsepower. Mid-engine layout and sharp wedge design. Soft-top convertible conversion with reinforcements. Created by a private design house, not officially sanctioned by BMW. Why it was never produced. BMW's concerns about chassis rigidity and safety in a cabriolet configuration halted any thoughts of mass production. The brand wanted to preserve the M1's pure performance character. Only one known prototype exists today, making it one of the rarest BMWs ever built. It represents a tantalizing glimpse of what might have been the most exotic convertible of the 1980s. 1954 Alfa Romeo BAT 7, sculpted by wind and imagination, designed by Bertone and Franco Scaglione. The BAT Berlinetta Aerodynamica. Technica 7 was part of a trio of experimental concepts pushing aerodynamic limits. Overview and features. Drag coefficient of just 0.19, groundbreaking for its time. Futuristic rear fins and flowing fenders. Based on the Alfa Romeo 1900 platform. Coach-built aluminum bodywork. Designed entirely with wind tunnel data. Why it was never produced. The BAT cars were never intended for production. They were design studies, testing how form and airflow could be harmonized. BAT 7 was simply too radical for public roads. The BAT cars, especially the BAT 7, have become artworks on wheels, now preserved in museums and collections. They influenced design language for decades to come. 1995, Pontiac Sunfire Speedster concept, bold, youthful, and forgotten Pontiac, aimed to appeal to a younger, performance-hungry generation with the Sunfire Speedster concept, an aggressive and modern take on their compact car. Overview and features. Modified 2.3-liter quad-4 engine, around 190 horsepower. Open-air cockpit with a low-cut windshield and Speedster tonneau cover. Wide body, lowered stance, and custom wheels. Custom sport-tuned suspension. 2-seat configuration with minimalist interior. Why it was never produced. Despite enthusiastic reception, GM considered the concept too expensive to bring to market for its target demographic. The sporty looks clashed with the Sunfire's economy car roots. The Sunfire Speedster remains a forgotten gem of the 90s show circuit, a glimpse at what Pontiac could have been if it had embraced bold design and performance sooner. 1956, Oldsmobile Golden Rocket, America's atomic age fantasy. Straight from the pages of a sci-fi comic, the Golden Rocket embodied the optimism and atomic flair of 1950s America. Overview and features. Low-slung fiberglass body with dramatic tail fins, gold metallic paint with chrome accents, swiveling front bucket seats that rotated outward, jet-inspired dashboard with push-button controls, powered by a Rocket V8 engine with around 275 horsepower. Why it was never produced. The car was built for GM's Motorama as a showpiece, not a production model. The cost of building such a radical design for the mass market was unrealistic at the time. The Golden Rocket remains one of the most aesthetically celebrated concept cars of the 1950s, encapsulating the post-war design optimism that defined an era. 1970, Lancia Stratos Zero, the wedge that rewrote design. Rules. Before the rally-dominating Lancia Stratos HF came the Stratos Zero, a design so radical it looked like it came from another planet. Overview and features. Designed by Marcello Gandini for Bertone, height of only 33 inches, 84 centimeters. Entry through a flip-up canopy windshield. Mid-mounted Lancia Fulvia FIV 4 engine. Stunning geometric wedge design. Why it was never produced. The Zero was too impractical, too low, and too wild for the real world. It was meant to grab attention and demonstrate design potential, not to be driven daily. The Stratos Zero is one of the most iconic concept cars ever built. It lives on as a sculptural marvel, celebrated for its influence on wedge-shaped supercars throughout the 1970s and 80s. Each of these cars told a story, not just of metal and motors, but of imagination, innovation, and what might have been. Though they never rolled off production lines, they left a lasting imprint on car culture and design history.